Testing, testing. Let's see if this mic picking up my voice. Okay, looks like it is. All right, I'm gonna get the link out there to a couple different places, and then we'll get started up. Gonna be trading with a 100k breakout prop account today. Should be fun. Just give me a minute to open up this terminal and get everything going. Hopefully everyone's having a good day. Okay, I think we should be good. All right. So I got 100k loaded up in breakout right now. Got a 100k account. I'm gonna try and take a couple of trades today and see what I can do with it. See how much money we can make. I'll probably take a look at break or Blowfin 2. Play some of the shitty smaller coins with higher leverage too. So we'll just see what we can get done. Oh shit. I guess my camera isn't working right now, so you guys can't see me. But give me a sec. I'll be able to figure this out. I'm gonna grab a long here on Bitcoin. All right. All right. Looks like I'm having trouble placing an order here. I like this scenario where the previous value high on Bitcoin around 79.7. I like this for a small bounce. All right, whatever. I'm just gonna place it because I can't. For some reason, breakout's giving me a hard time. I'm gonna take the trade on Blowfin instead. I'm in at 79,737 on Bitcoin. Okay. On the daily on Bitcoin, we have the first MACD crossover to the bear side right now. 4 hour has been slightly bearish. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red candles in a row on the hourly. Let's see if we can't turn this around here. Normally, if we, the easy playbook is if we dump at New York Open, we usually have a pretty decent rally afterwards. If anybody's in chat right now, just let me know if the mic audio is okay. So this is kind of the trade that I'm looking for right here. Nothing too crazy. A 2-to-1 risk to reward. Hey, Cosmo, out of the garbage. What are you doing? No. Okay. Yeah, so we're looking at this here. Cosmo. Dude. Sorry, my dog is going through the garbage. Stop going through that, dude. Can't eat paper. Okay. Yeah, so targeting to the upside around 80,400. Downside, we're at like 80 or 79,150. I might put that a little bit higher though, actually, and make the risk like 79,002, or let's make it 3. 79,003. That makes the risk to reward on this trade a little bit better. Plus, it's a little bit more comfortable. That's when I'm more comfortable with losing. So that significantly brings up the R&R on this trade to about a 3-to-1 risk to reward on this. Okay, hopefully this plays out well. Just watch this for now. So there's a fair value gap sitting around 80K right now on the upside. That formed on this double downside move around 9:30, 9:45 EST. Should be. I honestly don't see a reason why that this can't make a bounce up to that level now. I wish that my breakout terminal was working, but I'm just gonna wait and just use Blowfin for now. Oh, sorry, Arnulfo. Arnulfo? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but are you still in here? I wasn't. I didn't have the chat open there for a minute. Only got a couple of people in here right now, so maybe he left. But either way, I do have a group. Run a free Telegram, free Discord. If anyone's ever interested, links are in my bio. They're on Twitter at Red Hot Trade, and they're in the description of this live. So. Hey, Kazamo. There is a lot of fair value gaps to the upside here. This is my previous target at 80,400, so it makes sense that that's where we formed another fair value gap on this downside move. Another one here. These are on the 5-minute at 80,200-ish. This is the basic trade setup for right now, though, that I'm looking for. If we can target that upper liquidity, retrace that fair value gap, and hold over at 80K or just around 80,100, we should move up to the upper liquidity at 80,400, which would put us at a pretty nice gain on this long position, especially if you're at higher leverage like I am. I'm on 100x leverage on Bitcoin right now, so. Take a look at liquidity here too. I'll bring up KSEX. It's probably the easiest way to just take a quick look instead of going into CoinGlass right now. I don't feel like signing in. Take a look at the liquidity map. So you can see there's a pretty decent amount of liquidity, 1.17 billion, sitting here at 79.2, 79.3. Right now we're at 79.6-ish. Some upper liquidity here at 83. They've been building up a pretty decent short wall all the way from 81 to 83. So there's a lot of short liquidity between those levels. Looking to take those out to make a bigger jump towards 90K here. You can see there's a big drop off in liquidity after 85K. So any real break above 85K would send us to 90K pretty quickly. For right now, though, there's a decent amount of long liquidity sitting at 79.3. So if you didn't want to hop in along with me right now, you could wait for that level, like 79.250 or 79.3. You can see there's massive order blocks from there to 78, pretty much 79, just below. So big orders there, probably a few billion, well, 2 billion here, 1.7 there, 1.17 there, 1.3. So like probably 6 billion worth of long liquidity sitting between 79 and 79.3. So it definitely looks like that'll be a pretty big wall to hold up. Oh, give me 2 seconds. I'm just getting a call right now. Sorry about that, guys. Just had to take a quick phone call. Yeah, so looking at this liquidity, and then I'll bring up the heat map too. You can see there's a pretty big amount of resting liquidity here at 79.5 to liquidity intensity is like 100 million, and we're in a pretty fair sized gap between there and that lower liquidity level I was just mentioning, where there's billions and billions of long liquidity resting there. So between that, there's a pretty big gap here, at least on the 24-hour. I can bring it down to the 12, and you can kind of see a similar picture. So there's a big shelf here. This is our initial kind of upside target, around 80,400, and just below, you know, it's a pretty big gap here. So I like my chances. If anything, there's another big order block sitting right here, another 100 million in resting liquidity, and that's sitting around like that 79K level too. So there's a shit ton of resting liquidity between 79 or 78.9 and 79.3. So that should be a pretty big wall if bears want to you know, if they're trying to break this down, they're gonna need to they're gonna deal with that first. All right, so good hammer candle there forming. Damn, Eric, I didn't even know you were in here. I just saw your Telegram message. I'm gonna try and turn up the mic volume. What about now? If you're still even in here, if you probably couldn't hear me there, no wonder everyone keeps joining and hopping off. I was like, oh, everyone hates me today. Must be the extremely quiet mic. Everyone's talking about the oil market right now. Maybe I'll have to bring up that chart. Everyone's talking about crude going up this week. It would be crazy if commodities had another run. There's been a lot of, I mean, it's been chopping here on the weekly. It looks like a hammer's forming. Maybe crude does pop. My only worry is that we kind of get a magnet down to that resting liquidity around 79.3, 79, because then I'll have to probably readjust, considering my entries at 79.7 and I'm at higher leverage. If I was on breakout right now and I was using their maximum, which is only 5x leverage, it wouldn't be a big deal. But on Blowfin, I went degen style leverage. Oh shit. Okay, we're kind of dipping into this lower end of the liquidity here at 79.5. Look at how many 15-minute red candles we've had in a row on Bitcoin. Holy shit. There's been like no relief here on the 15-minute. I'm still going to target. I'm targeting this upper fair value gap at 80K. If I can't get that, then GG's. But it is. I don't know. There's no relief right now. It feels to me now, just looking at this in hindsight, it does seem like we're probably targeting that resting liquidity at 79.3 to 79, which we're pretty much at right now. Hopefully I can survive the trade long enough for it to bounce. Could have probably got a better entry on this long though. Fuck. Hit my stop loss. Well, that's lame. No, ironically, this might be the best place to enter this long, which is kind of annoying. I should have given myself a little bit more breathing room on the stop loss. Now there's another fair value gap on the 5 minute around 79.7, around where my entry was, so that's kind of shitty. All right. Well, you miss every shot you don't take, so whatever. I went for that fair value gap there and it didn't quite work out, but shit happens. I'm probably gonna hop off and then look to come back towards the end of New York Open, considering it seems pretty dead right now. Only one person watching, and it actually might be me. So, yeah, I'll hop back in. I'll hop back on around 3 p.m. EST to try and catch the power hour move on Bitcoin. Maybe play some options on SPY.